Hello, Michael Sweetney. How are you? Welcome to Life Before the Virus.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be here. So, doing good.
Now, so for people that don't know you, please tell us who you are and a little bit about your story.
My name is Michael Sweetney. I'm an ex-NBA player. Played for the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls for 4 years in the NBA. Started Georgetown University. Um, so I had a 4-year NBA career. It was pretty much cut short from me kind of suffering from depression. I lost my father from a massive heart attack right before my rookie year. And so through those 4 years of my career, I kind of was really depressed. I tried to commit suicide twice while I was playing. I hid it from everybody, and it kind of reached this boiling point where I kind of had to get myself some help and get myself taken care of. And so pretty much that's me as an NBA player. And now I'm pretty much a mental health advocate, just spreading my story and trying to inspire others and just trying to change the stigma of mental health. So I'm just pretty much a mental health advocate and coaching basketball. I'm coaching at Ramaz Upper School in the Upper East Side of New York and Yeshiva University. So those are my coaching gigs right now. And I also do a lot of sports, camps and clinics. So I'm a little bit of jack of all trades right now.
So we were towards the end of basketball season, right when the virus hit. So what was going on with these teams?
Yeah, so it was crazy for us, especially why I don't know if you heard about it, but with YU, we were like one of the first teams to really kind of experience a lot. So we were actually headed to Baltimore to for an NCAA tournament game, and they're getting ready to check into the hotel, and the hotel was like, "We're not accepting you guys." So we literally drove 4 hours to Baltimore for us to get there. Like, "Yeah, we're not accepting you guys." We're like, wow. Because what happened was, I guess when the virus first started, I guess the guy from Westchester County, his son attended YU. So I guess they assumed that because his son went to YU, we all had the virus at the time. And they was like, "Yep, we're not accepting you guys. You guys will bring the virus to the whole." It was just a whole mess. So we found another hotel to take us, and we ended up playing 2 games with no fans in the stadium, just us and the other team, no parents, no nothing. And and after that, the season got cut short. So we was able to at least get 2 games in. Everybody else got canceled in general, but we at least got 2 games. And after that, it was canceled for good. So I kind of felt horrible for the guys. They didn't have a good ending to their story.
Well, what was that like playing a game with no fans, no supporters there?
For me, as a coach sitting on the sideline, it was very awkward. Because, like I said, you're just so used to. For me, I'm 37 years old, and I've been playing basketball since I was 9. I've always heard people in the crowd screaming and yelling, and fans cheering. Whether they're against you or with you, like you hear something, and all you hear is just sneakers, on the floor. It was just kind of awkward. So it was definitely kind of weird. So I don't know how they did it, but it was definitely kind of weird with no fans in.
So then what? That was right in the beginning of the virus. So you come back to New York and
Mhm.
the end of the season?
So no, we came back to New York. We had a couple days in between before we can go to the Sweet 16, which was in Virginia. And we were driving to Virginia. It was like a 6-hour drive. And 30 minutes before we got there, that's when the NCAA just canceled every single thing. And we was getting ready to play. Because at the school YU, that was history. We've never made it to Sweet 16. We went, amazing 29 games, won and one loss. So they had a good Cinderella story, and hopefully we was going to keep it going. And for the season to get cut short like that, it was just, it was a sad thing for the players, but obviously for good reasons, keep everybody safe was the most important though.
So as the coach, what do you tell the team during this time? It's such a crazy time. You were in such a high place and now no one's playing basketball at all.
Yeah. So Coach Elliott Steinmetz, the head coach, he was just honest. He was honest. He said that at that time that he could not he didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to say, how to handle it. He said, guys, right now my emotions are so high. Maybe tomorrow or a couple of days from now I can say something to you guys. But right now, there's really nothing that I can say. So let's just we ended up having like a team barbecue. We hung out with each other. We talked, and then we left the next morning. And then the next morning is when it really hit a lot of the guys that the season was over. So there's really nothing we can say those days because what can you say, honestly?
So now what's happening with the team? Are people still in touch or what? You can't play
Yeah.
ball. What do you do?
So right now, we have a group chat where we just check in with everybody. Everybody's kind of keep in contact that way. And then right now, most of the guys are still obviously doing school with their Zoom and wherever, electronic, whatever they're using. But guys are still, doing class that way. But other than that, it's just contact through text messaging or WhatsApp or whatever it is. Everything is just, virtual, communication at this point. So it's definitely, like I say, you just used to seeing guys every single day, and now it's just like, I don't see you unless you're through a camera lens. So it's kind of, it's a huge adjustment. But like I say, it's obviously the keep everybody healthy is the most important.
Right. And as someone who suffered with depression, you know, what would you tell someone when they're feeling really low right now, when they're not working or they're stuck at home or they're unemployed? How do you get yourself out of a rut like that?
For me, personally, what I do, and I'm probably, you think that I would go same, but I'm not. I just try to. One thing I mostly try to do is my diet. I'm gonna make sure I'm eating, good foods, and make sure I'm, because that's important for your brain function. Try to eat good foods. And for me, I get out for walks. I get out for walks daily, whether it's me walking with my dogs, walking by myself, or playing with my kids. Just try to stay active. So just the diet and exercise. Also, for me, I'm a big faith person. That's what kind of helped me. So just keep my faith and just try to stay busy. I don't think about the negative. One thing I don't do is watch the news every day, all day. I might check in to find out what's going on, but that right there is huge because, like, when you watch it, you see those numbers, and it can take a toll. So for me, I think the huge thing is just diet, exercise, and just trying to find something that you love. I mean, maybe something that you didn't have time to do. Give it some time. And you have nothing but time to really gear on those things. When it comes to people that's obviously some people have lost jobs and financially that can be stressful. There's so many resources that can help you, and just try to really, rely on those resources and just, take the moment, look for the positive. People that are negative and not sick, that's a blessing. So just try to get the positives that are negatives during this time.
So what happened with you and your experience with sharing your depression with the public?
They were like stories because pretty much when I walked away from the game in 2008, yes, 2008, when I walked away from basketball, people just thought that I just walked away. Nobody really knew why I did it. And so when I did it, it was just more so like, hey, I was, people just writing all these stories. Oh, he was lazy. He didn't want to work out. He was just, everybody had a story about me. And I just kind of got tired of it. And about 7 years later, I was like, hey, this is what happened. This is what I was going through. And once I told my story, just doing it, I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought I was, probably, I thought it was going to be a negative by me doing it, but I just didn't care. I just wanted the truth out there, not false stories. And yeah, it became something that, it was in the New York Post and it became viral. And so many like professional athletes that still playing on TV this day was reaching out to me. And, so many other people just reaching, just telling me their stories. And I'm like, wow, like I wasn't the only one that went through this. And all this time I've suffered in silence and alone, not knowing that there are so many people out there that's going through, not, similar situations or different, situations with mental health, and knowing that I wasn't alone, it meant a lot.
So I think that's an important message for everyone now to know that we're all in this together and no one's alone to feel the way that they feel.
No, for sure. We're definitely all in this together. And like I said, if you're feeling like that you're down and you're down on yourself, or you're in a depression, you're sad, just there are, other people that's going, out there that's going through it with you. And, and most important key I always tell people, and I tell people all the time when I speak, is find somebody to talk to. It can be, a loved one. It can be, your rabbi or, reverend, church people, a mental health doctor, whatever it can be. Just find somebody that you can confide in and talk to. Because for me personally, I know when you don't and you hold it in, it becomes a snowball effect. And it's never going to get better. So just trying to find a way to release whatever you're going through and why you're down, and try to find, sometimes the root of the problem. So, and that's what I pretty much do. And I take pride in trying to help people when they reach out to me personally.
That's really nice. And thank you for giving back to your community. And I wish you lots of health and safety moving forward in this.
Thank you. You too. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.